Coach, give us a little background about you so we get to know Coach Huggins.
Well, for me, I'm a simple guy, man. I like the simple things. I'm a country kid at heart, but got some city principles, I would say. I'm from a family of educators. My mom was in education. My dad was in education. My sister, she's in education. She's a teacher, too. A lot of my family's in education, and also I'm a family HBCU graduate. So when this job came open, man, I like to always say that a lot of people in our profession don't really always gets a stigma about coaching the HBCUs. You get stuck or whatever. Well, so for me, I've coached a lot of PWIs and a lot of schools, but when this job came open, I wasn't trying to really run from HBCUs. I was trying to run to it. And so I wanted to get the opportunity to come here and change the mindset and change the culture and just also have the opportunity to do something different in this profession that I think has been lost a little bit, and that's putting the kids first.
Yeah. First year as a head coach, Kentucky State University coach. Just kind of tell us about that experience. First of all, were you prepared? I mean, you can't really be prepared, but I know, you had your plan. You was like, when I be a head coach, I'm gonna, like you said, you take the pieces and you put your little plan together, what you were going to do. How did that work for you?
I would say you come in, and I think if you poll 100 coaches, 99.9% of them are going to tell you that they had a 30-day plan, 60-day plan, 90-day plan. I had all that stuff, and I was prepared. But you never know what you're about to get into until you actually get to a place, and then finally your feet hit the ground, and then you get that first day behind the desk, and it's time to go to work. Yeah. And so, it's no different than like life. I always like to teach our kids about life. I always say ball is ball. That part is easy. Yeah. But like when you get in life can hit you in any type of way at any time, and you never know, and then you can let it knock you down, or you can get knocked down and get back up. And you have that choice to decide that. And so when I came in here, it was life hit. Some things I was like, okay. Some things I knew that I can handle, and some things I was like, oof, it's a little bit different. Yeah. And but at the end of the day, like I always like tell our kids, like in life or in any situation, just because you might feel like you're going to a certain situation or whatever the case may be, and you have everything and it all might be lined up correctly. Like the stars might all align, but that only guarantees you that everything is on point. It's what you do with those things that you have that going to decide whether you're going to be great or you're not going to be great. So.
All right. So now you pretty much done a full year.
Yeah.
You're finishing up spring. You're getting ready for next season, Coach. We're going to talk about the schedule in a minute, Coach. But what's been the biggest thing as far as getting this and getting your culture and everything set in? Do you feel like you've got everything rolling like you want to, and are you ready for year 2?
I think for us, for the big sport I was enamored with and I'm excited about right now is our kids are understanding that it's a process to be great. And you just can't wake up out the bed and say, hey, I'm going to go be great. Like, I'm going to be good. Like, nah, it don't work like that. Whatever you're trying to do. And so for us, it was trying to instill a culture and instill an understanding of these are the processes and procedures that have to be done for us, and we can't skip steps in the process. So I always like to tell guys, like, you got to have goals. And you have to have things in life that you're achieving. And so we set goals, we set standards, and now the thing that I was enamored with was our guys understanding that this is all a part of the process. And all a part of like our culture is important of how we go about doing things and why we do things. And so we did a really, really good job of that this spring and understanding that. And so we grew some guys up, and now we had to clean a few opportune spaces up for guys that just didn't really want to buy in. And that's all a part of the process that we didn't really get a chance to do in year 1 that we're doing now in year 2. And I feel like right now we got a good group of guys and they're young, but they're starting to understand.
Like we talked about earlier, the biggest thing was finish.
Yes.
I think y'all had a lot of games like homecoming. You guys play, but you just couldn't get over the hump. So how do you address that?
So for us, it's definitely in the weight room.
Coach, man, we love your passion and everything we hear. Now, you getting ready for year 2, Coach.
Year 2.
We were looking at the schedule, Coach. You coming out the gate hard, Coach. Your first 3, Coach.
I want to come out the gate hard.
You got Virginia Union, probably one of the best HBCU teams. Yeah, playoff experience and everything.
Great coach, too. Coach Parker. Awesome guy.
Yes, sir. Then you follow that up with Alabama A&M, Division 1.
Going out
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, always tough. And then Fort Valley, Coach. So now, getting ready for that opening 3-game stretch, what's your thoughts as you getting ready, coming out of spring? You know, how are you addressing that as you get ready for this?
So for right now, we're just trying to coach these guys up, the ones we have right now, of instilling the coaching, understanding what we got to do on all three phases of the game. All right, that's offensively, defensively, and special teams. All right, and we're getting those guys sound, but we understand that we got to bring another good group of. We're looking for still fulfill some few position needs, like on the D line, like at receiver, and also at linebacker, because we lost a lot of guys at those spots in the D line. We lost a great group of guys with Jimmy Edmonds, Jeremiah Owens, and then we moved Bobby Hayes to tight end this year. So for us, we got to be strong up front. We got the whole O-line coming back, and they're young.
Yeah.
So we got to add a few more pieces there with some experience to go along with those guys. And now those guys are now another year in this thing. And so that's that thing with continuity is always a key piece. And so for us, we want to play those games because we ain't ducking nobody. We also want to see where we match up at, and we want to see where we at. And so I challenged our guys like, hey, I went out and I said, we had a couple games, and I said, I want to go and play the best.
Yeah.
And so Virginia Union is a team that has been the best for the past 3 to 4 years. It's shown the consistency that they built. And so we want to see where we at with those. So we lined those up, and Coach Parker told me, said, Coach, we'll come to you. And I couldn't turn it down. And as far as Alabama A&M, there is no better way than to get in the SWAC and to get a chance to go down there and play Coach Maynard down in Huntsville. And then just lining up again with Coach Gibbs at Fort Valley. Yeah. You know, first of all,
always
Fort Valley, they're going rivalry. Always rivalry. Yeah. They're going to be physical. Yeah. They're going to be sound. They're going to be disciplined. And they're going to run the ball. And so those are 3 matchups right there that, from a physicality standpoint, that's going to let our guys know where we at and how we got to be the hammer, not the nail.
All right, Coach, man, as you getting ready for the season, you coming out of spring, has anybody kind of popped out at you or that you kind of leaning on as you get ready?
All right, I'll talk about on 3 phases of the field. First guy I'm gonna talk about defensively, man, is he's a freshman. This kid here, Lawrence is 5'8". Lawrence McCollum.
Yeah,
he's 5'8", 160 pounds, but pound out of St. Louis, Missouri. You know how kids come up out of there. Yeah. And but kid, pound for pound, one of the most toughest kids on the team. Like, he don't duck from nobody. He don't care how big you are, how fast you are. He come with a different type of mentality, and he lets you know that's how he coming, and he coming that way every play. And, man, he's physical. And I would like to say, a team full of small guys is tough, but you want to have a few. And I'm glad we got that few right there on the team. It's with Lawrence McCollum. I've been so excited about how he's attacked it in the weight room. He's coming in and spending time with our DB coaches and just getting caught up and learning and trying to gain more experience. And then on the field, man, he'll hit anything moving. He just play with a different type of pad level, a different type of intensity. So I'm really, really excited about Lawrence McCollum. Next, I would say on the offensive side, I would say Jonathan Howard, John Howard. We like to mess with John because, first and foremost, I love his parents, and he got some of the most excited parents. They love anything and everything he does, and they're going to be out there to celebrate him first and foremost. But John is out of Harlem, Georgia, 6 foot, 5'11". It's about 165, 70 pounds. But John will hit anything moving. And we moved him to the outside. He played the slot last year, and he was probably our most productive receiver towards the back end of the year. But we moved him outside where he could kind of flourish a little bit more, and it wasn't have to be a lot of thinking. He can just go out there and be free. And John has made play after play after play this spring. Man, he's giving our DBs work. And they got to know when they out there with John, they got to come with it. And also they got to understand when it turn the run game, like John going to give you that same intensity. Like, he only know one thing is go. And John to get every rep. We can be down to one receiver and he the only one. And he won't come up and he'll go 100 miles per hour. And so I'm excited about him, man. And then I would say, not necessarily excited, but this battle we got coming up for the quarterback position with Keelan Brown and Denham Johnson. Man, it's going to be one for the ages. I think we got 2 of the most explosive quarterbacks in the country. I mean, everybody know what Denham Johnson can do. Yeah. Last year, I think he had one of the 3 longest runs in the conference. And then also just getting another year in his belt with getting strong in the weight room, and also getting another year in his belt, getting experience in the offense. And then Keelan Brown was a kid that, man, he won 2 state championships in high school, was a 3-star coming out. Signed with Memphis. He was handpicked by Jay Norvell. I mean, not Jay Norvell, by Mike Norvell. And, man, the kid got an arm. He's also as explosive as Keelan. He can run, and he's strong. And so, and he's just now getting comfortable in the offense. And you can see as he got more and more comfortable, he's been a lot better. And so I'm excited for that battle. And then also with the battle with all the quarterbacks and the couple guys we got coming in. I can't give names right now because they hadn't signed officially. But we got 2 young high school kids in that's coming in. And, oh, my goodness, I can't wait till you guys get to see them. I would just say one of them is he looks like a low Dante Culpepper light.
Oh, okay.
So
big body.
Yeah, he's a big body, man. So I'm excited and looking forward to all the battles we have. And but those are the 3 guys I would say that I'm looking forward to in the spring. I mean, going into the fall.
Okay, Coach. All right, Coach. Now, as you getting ready you coming out of spring, getting ready for the off season, kind of tell us. I know you got some events planned coming up for K-State. I know it's a lot of alumni out there that want to support. Kind of tell us how they can help you out with that.
Oh, no doubt, man. We're trying to do a lot of big things over here at K-State and just bring a lot of people to the campus and to the community. So the first thing we got coming up is on May 29th to May 31st and June 19th to the 22nd. We have the first annual Nike skill development camp and skill contact camp that we're bringing here to the state of Kentucky. I was selected as the only Nike representative to ever put on these camps, so Kentucky State will be the only place in Kentucky that will put on Nike camps that are here. And I think this camp is really, really beneficial. I know a lot of people, kids right now, they want to go to the prospect camps, and they go into the prospect camps and the mega camps with all the schools. And but the thing about that is, when you go to the mega camps, and they really just going to see if you can be the guy. If you're not, you kind of just threw a lot of money down the drain. And so one of the biggest things with us is I was excited about to take on this camp was, one, we can hire any coach across the nation. So we will have some of the top coaches in the nation come here and coach at all levels. And then 2, we get to just work for 3 days developing guys. And something that I know that kids really miss at this point. Like, there's no skill development training right now. Like, kids don't understand base level skill sets or base level schemes and techniques that we'll be able to teach over a 3-day period that will help better serve them. But now when they go get recruited, they'll be able to say, oh, this kid got some skills, this kid got some talent. I think he can play. Instead of now in a prospect camp, you might get 1 or 2 reps. You might not time fast that day. And then now you're looking and you don't have an opportunity to go anywhere. But now you get to work with the college coaches, and they get to see how much you can retain, how much information you can pick up in a fast amount of time, in a short amount of time. And that'll help better serve you because now they got a first-hand experience of, hey, I worked with this kid for 3 days. I know he can play. Instead of, I seen this kid in an hour, and that's his resume on tape, and now I'm off of it. So we're really excited about that. We'll do 2 of those this year, and then we'll do more next year. But I was excited, and when I found out Kentucky didn't have any of those things, I was just excited to bring that to Kentucky and bring that as well. And then the last thing we have is one thing that I know we used to do here a lot in the past that we hadn't done in a few years, what we're bringing back is our first annual KSU football first down and fairways golf scramble. So it's a great fundraiser, a great benefit to help. All the proceeds will help our football program. And so we're going to do that on May 17th at Canewood Golf Course. It's a really, really good team with a scramble. $500 for team. Also, if you want to just help and sponsor, you can sponsor. We can get companies can do whole sponsorships for a certain price. Also, it's the mulligans and tees. It's going to be a really good thing. We're going to give good prizes. Maybe possibly we're going to have a silent auction as well. And feed you goodness. This is a good time to come out. We'll have some of our players there to come and spend the time in fellowship with some alumni, meet some guys locally in the area, guys are coming from everywhere. It's just a great time to just kind of celebrate the football team and help them achieve some things that they want to get done during the season. So it's a great benefit, and so we're looking forward to that and getting that going in May.
All right, Coach, man, look like you done hit the ground running, man, doing big things, Coach.
Big things.
As you getting ready for this next season, just how you feeling, Coach, man? I can tell you ready to go, Coach. I think you like, man, we need to play tomorrow.
I really do. Like, I always feel like the good thing about it, we don't play tomorrow, but the bad thing, like, I wish we played tomorrow. But I'm excited, man. Like, again, we build this program off faith, family, football, and having fun. And so for me, I always tell our guys, faith in this program right now, it's not seeing for what it is right now, but for seeing it for what it can be. And so, man, we're excited. Like, our faith and what we're doing and the process and the reason why we're going about doing things, man. We just so excited. And I always tell our guys, like, I know it's going to be good days, it's going to be bad days. But at the end of the day, as long as you keep working, you're going to get to some sunny days and you'll be able to flourish. So, man, the season can't get here fast enough. But we're just going to take everything day by day and just continue pushing this program forward and continue just trying to involve the community and just make K-State and make all alumni proud and help them come out and support and cheer our guys on because we're going to do a lot of big things this year.
Yes, sir.